Hi crafty friends, it's Lori with a craft party. I've got out some material today. I would like to do some seed packets. So I've got a die cut that we will be using, and I've got the Secret Garden inspiration by, I believe it's the Hip Kit Club, and this is Cardabella, and I've got a little bit of everything here. I've got some tags, some enamel dots, some 6x6 paper, which we won't be really using for the seed packets because it's too small a paper, but we could use it for some embellishing. We've got some stickers, we've got a bunch of paper, we've got some chipboard, and some more stickers. So I'm going to put the embellishments off to the side for right now. And I also have, I will show you, I purchased this on Amazon, and it is just a lot of, I believe it was 100 strands of different types of yarns and strings, and I thought we might need this for embellishments. And then I just have this ball in there because it's like the same thing. And one of the things that I made out of this string and lace was a junk journal tassel. And there it is. And you'll notice it looks a lot like what we've got in the pack because that's where I got it from. So there's that. I'm going to set this off to the side. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for any of them that'll be big enough for the die. Like this one is too small, so I'm going to set that one off to the side. That one's too small, set that off to the side. This one, wow, it's just about perfect. I think what I'm going to do though is I'm going to cut the front being the pink and this being the books being the inside. Let me grab some washi tape to hold this down, unless I've got some painter's tape in here. Yes, I do have some painter's tape. So we will try to use a little bit of this and hope it doesn't rip our paper. Okay, and I'm going to put it in my Gemini, my Crafter's Companion electric die cutting machine. So give me a minute. You probably can hear it going. I'm making these seed packs for the Reader's Digest junk journal. There's that. Set this off to the side for right at the moment. I also want to get my transparency film because I'm going to use that for the window. Hopefully this will come up without ripping the paper. That's the only thing I don't like about using washi tape or painter's tape, because I don't want it to ruin the page and then you've got to start all over again. Painter's tape, I think, see? It pulled up the paper. Painter's tape, I think, sticks more than washi tape. Maybe we'll do washi tape next. This I'm going to put in my scrap bin. I don't know what I can make out of it, but I like putting them in my scrap bin. We will set this off to the side. And I'm going to use my bone folder, if I can find it. There it is. and fold these up. And when the paper is nice and thick like this, I like to fold both ways. You don't have to. It's just a preference of mine. And sometimes I forget to do it. And that's okay too. I may change my mind now and put the book on the outside because of the fact that I ripped that there. Okay. I think I'm going to get out some ink. I'm going to move this paper out of the way and ink this up first. Let me see what I have. I found some Stampin' Up! Pacific Point, and I think we're going to try that. And like I said, I'm going to use the book side of the paper because of the fact that I got a little tear in there. Sorry if I was out of frame. So easy to do. Trying to concentrate. Okay. And I never know if I'm going to put the flap inside and glue it or leave it on the outside and glue it. So I went ahead and inked that up just in case. Then I'm going to ink up the window. That's one thing I like about this die cut machine, or die cut die, is that it has where you can put a window, so it's even more embellished. Okay. That up. That'll be on the inside. Now this part I want to ink up on both sides because it'll be seen. Okay, and the fold. Got this fold to do. Sorry, I'm not talking. I got concentrating and wasn't talking. Let's see. I'm going to close my ink up for right now. Let's see if we need it. And then I'm going to get out my transparencies, and I think I've got a small piece already in here. Oh, too little. Let's try this. Okay, get out my handy dandy cutter, and I want to cut just, I'm eyeballing it again, and I want to cut just to the left of that circle. That was squeaky. Put my towel off to the side. I don't need that right at the moment. Okay, that's going to fit in there really nice. Let's go ahead and eyeball some more. See how that does, if it's a good fit. Yes, it is. Then we're going to get out the art glitter glue and hope that it works. Okay. And I am going to, there's the glue coming out. Put a bead of glue all the way around this frame. We don't want it too thick though, because we don't want it to go up under the transparency. That's why I'm smoothing it out now. So hopefully it doesn't go under the transparency. It just holds the transparency in place. There we go. Let's look at this side. Yes, that looks great. Then we want to, we will glue this flap. Do I want to glue it this way? Yeah, we want to glue it on the inside. I have to check and see what looks best to me. Some days it's one way and some days it's another way. And I think I got a little too much glue there, so I'm going to wipe some of it off. And then now we're going to close up our seed envelope. Sorry if I'm shaking the table. It seems like it's jiggling some. I apologize if it's making it hard to see. Let that dry a minute before we go messing with it. And I'm going to keep this with my pack because I might be able to use it. I might even be able to use it up there. What do I want to decorate? Let's put our transparency film away. I got this at the Goodwill. Goodwill for $2. And it's great because it's got tons in here. And then besides the transparency, you've got this sheet in between them that kind of is like a tissue paper. And it works to make different things. Okay. Let's see what we can do. I would like to get out, let's see about this door, or maybe castle. I'm looking to see if there's anything that I think in the chipboard that I would like to use on there to decorate an accent, embellish. There's a lot of neat stuff on here. Nope, too big. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Nope, too big. Put it back. Well, we're doing a lot of putting back. Let's see. Ooh, I like that. And the background is so busy. Hold on to that a second. I'm going to use that, but I want to see about making a cluster. And I'm going to put this in my Reader's Digest junk journal. I was going to ink my little dauber here, but I didn't have the ink open, so I've got plenty on here. I don't know why I was going to ink it. I think it's out of habit. And then this. Yeah, I think that's pretty. And then let's see what else we can add to this. So they're a small butterfly. This one is big, but if we had a small, there's bumblebees. Let's look. We've got some other stickers here. Maybe that set of flowers right there. It's kind of small. Let's pull that out. And again, this is Secret Garden by Cartabella. And it is a set. Everything came together. These are puffy stickers. I didn't notice that until I opened them up. I'm going to set it off to the side, a little bit of a slant. And then I need to get my embossing thing, my embossing kit, because I want to use the powder pillow. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I've got my Ranger anti-static pouch, and I haven't used this one yet, so I'm going to open it up. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to take the sticky off the back of this round sticker. And that's what this does. Okay. And we stick that back in the pouch so it doesn't lose its powder that's in there. And I'll set this off to the side for right now, but that took the powder, took the sticky off the sticker back here. And the reason why I did that is because I would like to use some foam tape and put it on the back. I like to glue mine first. There's my little scissors. Okay. And I'm going to put two approximately the same size on here. That way the whole thing gets raised up. Then peel the stickers off the back. Well, that wasn't as easy as normal. It just seemed like it didn't want to come off of there. And then I'm going to center it up here. And now we have a pocket for our junk journal. And I'm going to get, or this is a seed packet. I'm sorry, not a pocket. Get my seed packet in here. And we don't have a pocket for it yet. So let's find a page and see what we can't do. Let's use this one right here. Okay. And I am going to take some of this paper that was too small to make a seed packet out of, and I am going to make some kind of pocket out of it. Let's see. Let's eyeball this about right here. Put this off to the side. Got this. And then what I like to do, I'm going to set this book off to the side for a second and put my bone folder in there so I don't lose the page that I want. My desk is starting to get covered with stuff because I don't put stuff away as I should. And what I'm doing here is, I'll show you, this is, about 6 3/4 by 4 1/2, and I am going to set it on my trimmer, and I'm just going to cut a corner off of it. I'm going to leave about 1.5 inches up here, and I'm going to leave about 1.5 inches here, and I'm going to cut. And then we can save this triangle piece for later. We want to ink this up. I am going to re-ink my dauber. Oops, sorry, I was out of frame. Got a little carried away with the ink there. But I tend to be heavy-handed with the ink. I just really like inking. And I like inking in different colors besides the brown and the black, if it allows for it. Wow, there we go. Okay, and I'm going to put my handy-dandy cutter up here, get out our book page, and I'm going to glue this on this page here. And I'm going to glue here and here. And I'm going to leave this open so it's more like a tuck space than an actual pocket. I would call it a tuck space. And we've got glue. Again, I'm using the Art Glitter glue. But you use the glue of your choice. Don't feel like you have to use what I'm using. Then I'm going to let that dry a little bit. And then let's make an embellishment, a cluster for on there. This could go in there like that. Yep. I just need to let it dry. And let's make us a cluster to go on here. And we've got that's kind of a neat saying, but this one here, but I don't want the pink on pink. But I do like this. Okay. I'm thinking, put this over like this, move that out of the way. I will need some flowers. I am thinking I want to put something on the back. I don't want the sticker to be directly on the page like this. I would like to have it be raised up. got some foam here. We need to use the static bag again. Okay. And I need to put this back in here. Wipe this off. Okay, and I want to gonna glue this on here. So I just want to raise it up. I don't know why, but today must be using foam tape day. Oops, we only got a little bit left. I'll have to throw that away. The only thing bad, if you don't use the glue, like the art glitter glue, and you've messed with the powder bag, the anti-static bag, then you're gonna run the risk of the foam tape not sticking too, because it's kind of on your hands and in the air. There we go. Move this off to the side again. Get my handy dandy cutter. I should have cut the square before I put the sticker on. Now I'll screw it up. Looks good there. That looks really good. Put my handy dandy cutter away. Then I'm going to look for, actually, we've got this ball of yarn. See if I can find a beginning. If I can't, there we go. I was going to say if I can't, I will just cut. Okay. I won't need this much, but I am going to cut it there so we have something to work with. And what I'm doing now is putting glue down to, I want to just kind of put this around there and have it glue down. I'm using my fingers. And I want it to stick out from under this. Okay, we need to go out a little bit farther. And that's why I went ahead and made the string longer, because I like this blue and yellow color together. It reminds me of the gold and the blue here. Okay, let's see. Still need more. We will go way out here. It's a good thing that I used a big amount, because we're going to use it all. Okay. Then I think I'm going to go ahead and use some more foam tape. Putting some art glitter glue on. Do I have any avid readers out there? I've been reading quite a bit here lately. Frida McFadden has been one that I've been reading. I think I'm on the fifth book of hers. I didn't glue that down, but it's already stuck, so I don't want to pull it back up and make it worse. But yeah, I'm reading the 5th book of hers, and I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Then we've got that, and see how the glue will dry and then the yarn will stick out from that. We've got that going on. And then I think we should do a flower or something here, and I got one that I'm hoping will fit. And we won't puff that one up. Just put it there. And then we've got our seed packet, and it goes in there. And now we have a page in our Reader's Digest junk journal. That's all for today. Thank you for stopping by and crafting with me. Like always, have a great day. Hugs.